And then New England falls to 2-4 yesterday, losing to the Cowboys in overtime. So let's autopsy this for a second.
Do we really have to?
Was this your worst? This was your worst game?
I'll tell you right now, if New England holds on, which I thought they were going to, we'd probably break even for the day.
Wow.
That's how big. I remember telling Michael how bad we needed this game. I think we'd have broken even for the day.
That would have taken you from your worst day ever at the South Point to breaking even.
To break even, yeah.
So 35-29.
And you know what? I even knew that before. Private joke. We don't want to get into.
You don't want to tell that story?
I don't want to tell that right now, no.
That's great. All right, so the Cowboys win at 35-29 in overtime. But let's go to the beginning here. So first quarter, Dallas has a 4th and 1 from their own 34, less than 3 minutes into the game. And Mike McCarthy decides, you know what? We should go for this. Why? What are you doing? It's 0-0. Why? Hightower stuffs Zeke.
Because I heard the smart guys go for it on 4th down. That's why.
Well, you see, that's what the thing is with guys like McCarthy, and this is why you can. Let me just break out already on this. Parenthetical aside, this is why you cannot bet on the Cowboys on a futures ticket. You cannot buy a futures ticket on the Cowboys because we said this last week too, Mike McCarthy is going to torpedo them in the postseason with something like this. So anyway, they go for it, or some other ridiculous decision he makes. They go for it, 4th and 1 from their own 34, less than 3 minutes into the game. Of course, Hightower stuffs Zeke. 3 plays later, 7-0 Patriots. Then up 14-7, the Patriots pick Dak after a 13-play drive that spanned the first and second quarters. Okay. Then the Cowboys block a Jake Bailey punt. Luke Gifford blocks it. With 4:34 left in the half, you're like, okay, well, after all that, the Cowboys are going to get back in the game. Nope. 7 plays later, Dak fumbles at the goal line. Bentley knocks it out. By the way, after a 3rd down play at the doorstep where I have no idea how they didn't give Dallas a touchdown. None whatsoever. You see he's over the goal line. No, I'm sorry. So let's review that. 3 times inside the red zone in the second quarter for Dallas, they get a grand total of 3 points. So if you're a Cowboys backer at this point, you're like, I cannot believe this is happening. And if you're a Patriots backer, you're like, we got this. Belichick magic. Dallas misses a 51-yard field goal. Now, let's go to the end of the game, towards the end of the game. 2:47 left. 4th and 1 at the New England 34. Dallas misses a 51-yard field goal they should have never even attempted in the first place. They get I don't know what McCarthy is doing, but it's like, what are you doing, McCarthy? You're screaming. Because if you go for it and you get a first down, then you can just kick with no time left, right? You milk the clock down, you kick the game winner, bingo, bango, Cowboys win. And if you make the field goal at that point, who cares? You're only up 2 points with 2:42 left in the game. Instead, it stays 21-20. All right, then the Patriots get the ball back. They're up 21-20. Now, this is the play that people will forget. There's a play where they have a delay of game. So because they get a delay of game, they're put into a passing situation. And so Mac Jones proceeds to throw it, and Trayvon Diggs does it again. Pick 6. This is all at the end of the game. Pick 6. That delay of game will be forgotten. But a pick 6 to the house. He now has, by the way, Trayvon, more touchdowns this year than his brother Stephon. And they fail on the 2-point conversion, so it stays 26-21. So at this point, you're probably losing your mind, Chris, needing the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm usually not that volatile. I was a little volatile here.
But here's the thing now. The next play from scrimmage for the Patriots, a double move on Diggs. Oh, you want to be Mr. Pick 6?
Yeah.
Watch this. Double move, and then Jones throws it to Kendrick Bourne. Bourne's only catch of the day. 75 yards to the house. By the way, it's the longest play of the year for the Patriots. And I'm not so sure Mac Jones should have even thrown the ball. The safety was right there. Complete luck.
Yeah, he took a bad angle. But
terrible.
So did Diggs. Yeah, they both took bad angles on the play.
And there you go. It's a touchdown for the Patriots. And all of a sudden, here we are again, 29-26 Patriots. Subsequent drive, Dallas converts a 4th and 4 at their own 35 with 1:28 left. That was for the game on a sick catch by Cedric Wilson. Dallas only had 2 timeouts left at that point. That was for everything, and Cedric Wilson just made a game-saving catch. Then 3rd and 25, Dak to Lamb for 24. of them. And it's 4th and 1 at the New England 31. Instead of milking it to the end, McCarthy quickly calls timeout. Got to call it quick. He doesn't go for it. Zuerlein makes a 49-yarder with 20 seconds left. Yeah. Who knows, by the way, if McCarthy even knew it was 4th down, because the previous down counted because New England accepted an after-the-play penalty. He probably thought he got the down back. I mean, the number of things that were happening in this game is ridiculous. By the way, and after all that, Dallas covers an OT. They just marched down the field after New England was stopped. And CeeDee Lamb taunts his way into the end zone. And, of course, goodbye, New England. Goodbye, New England bettors. New England allowed 567 yards, the most by the franchise in a single game since 1986. They dropped to 102-3 all-time at Gillette when leading at the half. Mac Jones ends up 15 of 21, only 15 completions for 229, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He was sacked twice. He completed his first 10 passes of the game, but ends up 15 of 21. Damian Harris, 18 for 101 and a touchdown on the ground. By the way, they also overcame, Dallas did, 12 penalties for 115 yards. Very undisciplined Dallas Cowboys team. And yet Dak Prescott gets it done. Can we flash up that Dak Prescott tweet? This is incredible. We actually have a couple of them, but the more impressive one, Jeff, not the Ed Werder, the other one, this is an unbelievable stat. Before we get to your my number and your number here, Chris. This is from Bobby Belt. Highest passer rating, minimum 60 attempts in NFL history when the game is tied in the fourth quarter or overtime. Look at that. 5th, Aaron Rodgers. This is out of 158.3. 4th, Andrew Luck.
Wow.
3, Vinny Testaverde at 108.6. 2nd, Rich Gannon. Apparently when he was with Oakland, he did really well on this, 111.6. And 1st is Dak Prescott by a mile. 148.3, meaning he's nearly perfection.
Yeah, you know how much I love Andrew Luck. He's only 4th, and I love Andrew Luck. Yeah, but Dak Prescott, 148.8. Woo.
That's an incredible stat.
That is incredible.
Anyway, all of that to say, I put New England in no man's land here, -5.5 hosting the Jets.
Whoa.
Oh, is that way off?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's 7. It's 7 I see with some juice on the dog. My power ratings come to 11.5. I think the Jets are just horrible. Again, I was looking at QBR. Of course, the Jets didn't play this last week, so I can't have Wilson's QBR from last week. But he's 32nd in the league at QBR, 22 point something. Where am I at? 22.6. I think they're going to kill this kid this week. Forget I mean, I'm going to open 7 because, like I said, I see 7 with juice on the dog. I don't want to open 7.5 yet, but if I see that ticking up, I'm going straight up on this one. I'm going straight up. That and we still have a couple minutes left here. That game was so brutal for me. I mean, but do you watch Ted Lasso at all?
I don't have Apple, but
you don't have Apple. Yeah. Okay, Jeff, you watch Ted Lasso? You know, Coach Beard. That's my Jimmy Vaccaro. As soon as when the Patriots scored to go up 1 and they're going for 2, Jimmy's just laying back on the couch. I hope they missed the 2. Jeff's laughing. And if you know Coach Beard, it's kind of like something that he would say.
Just completely nonchalantly, just something that's obviously really important.
Yeah, while he's reading a book on Kafka. Exactly. Jimmy's not doing that, but who knows where his thought process is. We'd be better off if he missed this 2.
What was that one from 2 weeks ago? It was like, do we need this kid? Do we need that?
That was like about a month ago.
Yeah. Do we need that one kid? What do you think, Jimmy? We're all going nuts in here.
The exact quote was that bad for us?
Was that bad for us? I'm sorry.
Somebody threw a pick 6.
Was that bad for us?
Look at me. Is that bad for us?
So you put what in the end? 7, you said?
I'm going to use 7 just because I see 7 with some juice on the dog. But like I said, if I see it going up, I'm going up. I think Belichick kills this poor kid this week. I think New England's this close. They're this close to being a playoff contending team.
I guess. I mean, we have to leave some time at the end to talk teaser legs and Survivor because Patriots, obviously we had that Rams line from earlier. There's going to be a bunch of candidates for Survivor. This Survivor this week's going to be much more splintered, it feels like.
Yeah. By the way, just real quick on my grading system that I tell you, I know it's very rudimentary, especially this early in the season. I have Jets 3rd from the bottom. I mean, they're just horrible. They're a horrible team. Sorry, Parlay.
Jeff Parlay, Jets fan. Do you trust the Patriots here against the Jets?
Problem is, how are the Jets going to score more than 10 points? That's really the issue.
Yeah. What a mark on New England for me. I would lay the 7 here.
You would. Okay. All right. That Patriots-Cowboys game, one of the, again, poster children of what we've said. We bet on this? I think if I suggested that for the VSiN store, they would put that in there. Gill, we're not going to do that shirt because that's kind of against what we do. Oh, okay. You're probably right.